Hello guys and welcome to another video. Today we are looking at Mount & Blade Bannerlord. Yet again, Tailworlds have released another gameplay trailer. So today we actually have the cut version, which is the one they used at their PC Gamer event. And we also have the uncut version, which allows you to see everything. It's about 8 minutes long. And in the uncut version, we're going to be doing a deep analysis into a lot of the things that we can see from the trailer and the uncut version. So, first of all, you can watch the trailer, see what you think if you haven't watched it already, and then we'll go into the analysis. So, I'll see you on the other side. Hello guys and welcome back. Now the first thing that I want to say is just how good Bannerlord looks. That Siege gameplay trailer was amazing and I'm sure many people agree with me. Now the first thing that we can see is that you have a choice of 6 different Siege equipment, and these consist of a catapult, a battering ram, a siege tower and a ballista by the looks of things. Now I presume for bigger castles you'll be able to get more siege weaponry, which will allow you to penetrate more areas of that castle. Also, you can see here there are a lot of troops in the native game. Now, in normal Warband, you can actually get a battle sizer mod that made it bigger, so this won't be too much of a change. However, in the native game, I think it's up to 500 in the interview the Mount & Blade Bannerlord developer did say, and he said that might even be bigger in the actual game. Next up, we have an example of the player actually using a catapult. Now, the animations for the people around him are a lot better, but surprisingly, there doesn't seem to be like an aiming system like there are in Napoleonic Wars with the cannons. I expected something like that to be taking place. Now, there doesn't seem to be any player mechanics that allow you to control the drop or the height of the projectile like there are in NW, so I think it's kind of an auto-lock thing, so whenever you fire the catapult, it will definitely hit the castle. Now, the horse animations in Bannerlord are looking a lot smoother. I mean, he had a very tight turn there, and the actual character could easily turn the horse, and it seems that the horse has a lot of different things it can do in terms of movement. Now, here you can see the classic Mount & Blade bow mechanic, and how it works. I love it how they've kept it the same. We saw it in the last trailer. And not much seems to have changed in terms of the bow. What might have changed is probably how the arrow flies and how much you have to aim upwards. However, that seems to be a very slight difference, and I'm sure players can adapt to it very easily. Also, as there's not much going on in the uncut version at the moment, I just wanted to recognize the armor. I mean, it's very similar to the coat of plates, just with a more metallic look. And also the helmet is a new kind of shape, which is awesome. I love it how they're making new armor, and also how each character looks a lot different. Now, in Warband, there was a lot of variation. However, in this game, the characters look beaten up. They look like they've actually been on campaign, and they look like they're actual medieval soldiers, which is amazing by Tailworlds to make it look really realistic. Just then, you would have seen soldiers climbing a ladder. In Warband, that is unheard of. They walk up ladders, which again is a nice touch and an obvious choice of improvement. From that battering ram knocking down the gate was awesome. I love it. I just love how they've added that in so we don't always have to knock down the gates with our weapons. However, it looks like the battering rams won't be overpowered as they can't get into the second gatehouse. And here you can see there are murder holes, very much like original medieval castles. So it's going to be a lot more difficult for attackers to actually seize these castles. And here is a prime example with the one person at the top throwing down these rocks and taking out multiple targets on the floor and damaging multiple targets. So one person can have a big impact. Now this was kind of demonstrated through Mountain Siege, a server on Warband where one person could operate a ballista or something like that and do massive damage to the enemy. At this stage of the battle, soldiers have got over the ladders. Soldiers are about to break down the main gate. Now, the person playing the character in-game is about to show us, again, the climbing mechanic, as well as the siege towers, which are a lot different in terms of layers, so you actually have to climb up a ladder instead of walking up lots of different stairs, as we did in the original Warband. And again, you can see the variety of textures and armor that are in the game. And this is our first look of siege combat. And he is using a big two-hander, which I would not use in a siege. However, he's determined to use it. And again, you can see him giving himself health boosts, but that's beside the point. Also here, you can see the AI are a lot more clever. They can identify who the character is, and they won't just do one-on-ones. A lot of them will go and group up on the main character, as well as attacking a lot more efficiently and actually seeming like they want to kill you as well as your teammates. Next up, here you can see a bit of stupid AI as they are still fighting there and just ignoring the guy that's going through and wrecking everyone. However, he does meet more resistance in this gate tower. And you can see the walls there with a lot better textures than Warband, and some very good fighting with the animations of the AI being very good as well as the animations with the sword looking a lot more smooth and a lot less jaggedy as they did in Warband. Now this next part, when the AI actually comes streaming through that doorway, is something that needs to be improved. They completely ignore him at this stage, even though earlier they completely acknowledged where the character was. Now, they just run straight past him, obviously aiming for the rest of the character's AI teammates, which didn't really make a lot of sense to me, and that's definitely something that needs to be improved before the final release. In this clip, we can see evidence of burning buildings as a result of the fire pots that seem to have been launched from the catapults, as we saw earlier in the clip, as well as a slightly more complex infrastructure inside the castle, with wells and also greenery in terms of grass, but also like the downtrodden ground where loads of soldiers have been walking around, and also fallen rocks, etc. Also, I love the progressive breakdown of the gates. As you can see a couple of seconds ago, when the soldiers were actually beating down the gate, you could see gaps appearing, and when they did finally break it down, it just crumbled. It didn't just fall down like it did in Warband. So, this is the end of the battle, and as you can see, soldiers are cheering to their heart's content, as they did in the old Warband, and I love how they've kept main features from the old game. And you can see they're actually quite happy about winning, but they're still standing still and cheering, which I don't like. And also you can see the aftermath of the battle and all these burning buildings and the flags flying. Wow guys, it just looks amazing. So Tailworlds actually released the Siege gameplay trailer today at the PC Gamer event, and this uncut version is actually being released in E3 tomorrow. So we've kind of got an early access look at it. Both of these clips are actually available on the Tailworlds YouTube channel, which I'll leave in the description below. So guys, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you didn't enjoy it, please tell me why in the comments below. And also, if you are new here, please go ahead and check out some of my other videos, which are mainly based around the persistent world mod of Warband. However, I do have some native videos as well, if you're interested in that side of things. Also, if you do like my channel overall, please go ahead and subscribe. It really does help me out, as you guys know. And basically, it keeps me going. I'll increase my video rate as soon as my exams are over, and they end in roughly 4 days. So that is something for you guys to look forward to. So, until next time, guys, I'll see you later.